Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is the Super Conqueror. It's a tier 10 British heavy tank. This one's located on the southwest spawn of Karelia and it's under the command of RNG is my... Yes, it's a word I can't mention because if I do, yep, YouTube is going to demonetize the video. At least that's what I found out, but apparently they're looking for a specific word, and if the words are mentioned, then obviously they demonetize, or at least they reduce the ad availability for this video. Well, this tank actually replaced the FV215B, the British heavy tank, in the tech tree, and it's basically an upgrade of the Conqueror tank with bursting plates around the turret and well, some slight changes in terms of spaced armour, slightly better armour actually than the Conqueror. It's still got the L1A1 120mm gun. Oh, we just spotted a 60 TP headed our way. And well, it's still based on the Conqueror tank, the heavy tank that Britain came up with after the war. Now, the Super Conqueror didn't really actually exist. It was basically a turret design that was put forward, proposed, and actually used on the range to test the Malkara missile, but yeah, never got put into production. He just punched around straight through the object, and he's just done the same again for a 705. You can see how powerful this gun is in the right hands, and he's just bounced around off the 705 this time. Now, it's got decent gun depression, 10 degrees, and that enables you to get nice shots on the enemy where they don't really have good gun depression. Ow. Okay, well, we bounced around from the 60 TP now, or at least blocked it, and the 705 feels our wrath again. We've racked up 1,500 hit points of damage. No, I think he did actually make contact with him there for 401. The alpha is 400 on this gun. Go for the object again. This time round he puts him out of the game and he's back in the garage. Oh, that was Arty. Yep, there is Arty in this game. They've got an Object 261 and a T92 HMC. So I think the Arty is obviously worried about what might happen. The 60 TP feels around go into him. And oh no, is that an M60 alongside us? No, it's actually an E4. Okay, I think the 60 TP could just about make out his lower plate through the grass. You can see where it actually impacted just on the lower plate. That one went through the side. Yeah, 60 TP really hasn't got the gun depression to actually deal with us. In fact, that round went into the ground, and I think this round's going to finish him off. No, not quite. 372 was a low roll, so he survived just a little longer and was taken out of the game in the end by the FAR. Now we're being pushed along by one of our teammates, so not do we want to go. We just pumped around into the upper plate of the M60. Well, we did take a shot there by being pushed along by our teammates, which is not exactly a very nice thing to happen, but the 705 was just desperate to get moving. Normally if somebody pushes me like that, and I'll put them on my blacklist because I don't really want to platoon with somebody who obviously then causes damage to his teammates by pushing them out when they don't want to be pushed out. You can see one of the round actually did hit the bursting plate, and that's the whole point of those bursting plates, is to allow the shell, the heat shell, to detonate on the plates for there to be insufficient room for the jet of hot gas to actually penetrate through the armour afterwards. That 705 actually wasn't giving us much room to move about there, and I think he had to actually just like drive in his direction to a certain extent to try and say push out and give me some room. Otherwise I think the 705 would have cut us up, but He's decided to go the different route, and we're going around to try and attack the T57 Heavy from a different direction. Now, I think we're the ones who are going to be getting all the attention. Yes, we get the first round in. We're marking the target. In fact, Arty's marking the target. So he's going to get an Arty hit any second. And it looks like he has been stunned. This is a game from quite some time ago, before they made the changes. And the STB1 was the one who got the kill shot. T57 Heavy didn't actually penetrate us, at least I don't think he did during that shot. He did hit us. Oh no, he got one penetration on us. Two penetrations, sorry. Okay, who's next? No, didn't get that through the M454. This is a tier 10 game, by the way. Oh, we took him around from a strip 103B down there. Can't see him. But we know his presence by the fact that he fired a round into us. Yeah, we're probably better off actually going into the cap circle and then forcing the enemy to come to us. It's just checking to see there if the enemy had a line of fire on us. As long as we went up by that route, we're okay. We can use this rock over here, but there's a possibility the 103 will be able to get a shot. That enemy just expired. That was the AMX M454. Oh, now the Object 261 managed to hit us, and he is relatively close. But we're likely to get hit by the 103 if we're not careful. We did kill, or spotted the damage rub, not on the 261. But the Strip 103B is still alive, and is their T92 HMC and their IS-7. There's the T92 off to in the dip. The IS-7's a little further away, and there's the strip, and that's the reason why we weren't hit. In fact, Arty is now attacking. Always like those down arrows instead of the usual. The system now much better, because at least you knew visually that's what the Arty's aiming for. And there goes the 103B. Now it's just the T92 and the IS-7. Nice shot into the T92. He's out the game. We're about to get a shot on the IS-7's rear. One up his rear. Low roll. Oh, crumbs. Yeah, he took some damage there as he went down that drop. But the game's over because the last enemy is dead. And that's it. Here's the end of battle results. And that was an ace tanker game for RNG is my... Yeah, that word again. In the Super Conqueror, he got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one, he got 6. A fire effect for doing more damage to the hit points of his own vehicle. And he got a high caliber because he dealt the most damage in that game overall. That 120mm gun, it's not only got a very good reload time, but it's got decent penetration on the enemy too. Let's have a look at team score and see where we stand. He did 7,506 hit points of damage from that game, easily the highest. The next highest scorer was the Units 1516 on his team with 3,754. At least I think that's a 54, because with my eyesight being dreadful, it's a 64, that's right. And the third highest damage in the game was the 60 TP on the enemy team with 3,177. When it came to kills, it was the STB who did the best with 5 kills, 1/3 of the enemy team. And 3 kills went to RNG's My You-Know-What, and 2 kills went to the Object 705A. When it came to base XP though, it was RNG again. He managed to get the highest with 1342. So 881 went to the STB, 785 went to the UDIS 1516. He fired 27 shots in that game, got 24 direct hits and 20 penetrations. Damage of 7,506 hit points, of which 765 were at more than 300 meters. 9 hits received from the enemy, 3 penetrations. 2 of those actually were from the T57 Heavy. I thought actually that the T57 hadn't done that much of an impression, but he did manage to get his shots through. He has a 120mm gun as well, and because he's an autoloader, he was able to put at least 2 into us before he was finished off. 5 non-penetrations from the enemy. Most of those were up in the northwest corner of the map, where the enemy was definitely trying to get shots on him, but they just couldn't penetrate most of the time. 2 hits as well received by splash damage. I think actually I remember the other penetration shot was from the Strib 103B. He didn't know he was there, and of course the guy just managed to punch around straight through a 105mm. 1,150 hit points of damage blocked by armor, 2 enemy vehicles spotted, 9 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed, and 2,587 hit points of spotting assist. On a premium count, he earned 72,724 credits, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables took away a loss of 88,559 credits, and most of that was down to the ammunition. Yes, he did freely use the premium ammo, and of course when you're up against tier 10 opponents, you generally do need to use the premium ammo if you want to make sure of getting your pen. I know some of the top players do consider it a bit of a challenge to try and play with standard ammo, and it's probably the preferred way to do it if you can, but of course it doesn't guarantee you'll get the result you want, because a lot of the time you will fail to pen the enemy, and the enemy will probably get you instead. 1,342 XP, 2013 was taken away, so there must have been something in there that What Replays doesn't show you, because of course this website doesn't actually contain all the information you need to give you a result, whereas some of the other sites and the ones we use regularly do show the win rate and everything that's connected with your scores. So there you go, a neat little Super Conqueror game. It's not a bad tank, it's actually quite a good British tank. It helps actually to have a good crew trained up in it, so if you can train on any of the premium heavies that the British line does have beforehand, then it can be quite handy to actually slot a good crew in straight away and take advantage of all the facilities that the Super Conqueror actually offers you. Mostly that fantastic gun. It's really great penetration, and of course the gun depression. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.